Prop Fiends are here for UFC Vegas 114. Let's be sharp. AJ, MMA. Prelim Tim. Arkansas MMA. How you doing? It's Friday the 13th.
Doing great.
Happy it's Friday for real.
Yeah.
It's Friday. It's Friday. This event, we're going to pass the torch in a couple fights. What do you guys think about this event before we get going? Prop Fiends are live each and every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
We were kind of talking about this right after we went off air last time, and I was really excited when I was seeing what the matchups were. There's a bunch of people that I really like to watch fight and some good fights, so I'm psyched about that. It's also March Madness if everybody's into that. I think it's one of the best gambling times of the year, so it's been a good week.
It is a good week. It's about to get better. AJ, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling ready to go, man. Yeah, I like this card a lot. I like all the fights, to be honest, not even when it just comes to betting. There's a lot of just good fights in general that I'm really excited for, especially being in the meta Apex. So, yeah, compared to how last week was, not like, try to downplay last week, but yeah, I think this one's going to be a really good weekend, whether it's, fighters winning parlays, some bets. I think it's going to be good overall.
Arkansas, you're back. Not in the car this week. How
He's
you
back,
doing, buddy?
Heck yeah. Thanks for having me back. Yeah, I'm excited. I missed last week. I didn't get to watch the fights live, so that was too bad. But yeah, I'm really excited for this week's fight. Mostly excited for the main event. I'm really excited to see Kevin Vallejos. I know all the fights I'm pretty excited for. There's a lot of young prospects that we'll see if they can get some finishes. There's some interesting fights. Not really a lot of fights. Like if I was going to tell somebody that never seen the fights before, like, oh, you got to watch this guy. This is a big guy to look out for. But to me as a hardcore fan, like there's a lot of guys like that. There's a lot of exciting people like Jose Delgado, Rahiki. I'm pretty excited to see. So yeah, there's some young guys. Even Elijah Smith. Yeah.
I mean, I would say like Jose Delgado is somebody I would recommend to somebody that hasn't really watched much. He's somebody that really brings it, and it should be an exciting fight. His fight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It was exciting, Prelim Tim, that fight between Drew Dober and Michael Johnson.
It was exciting
while it lasted. Hopefully everyone's seen the short video of the pants beer. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully we do it again sometime soon, Prelim Tim. We got a lot of people here live on the show looking to win that $50 at the end of the show. We're spinning the wheel. We have over 10 entries now, and thanks everyone for being live. Be here at the end to claim that 50. And Prelim Tim, let's talk about your giveaway this week.
Yeah, I talked about it on the last show for the people that were in the live chat. I picked a word, a secret word that has to do with the card that we're breaking down. And whoever says the word in the chat first, I'll give $50 to. I'm not going to give any hints yet. If nobody's getting it, then maybe I will. But I also have a backup word in case nobody ever guesses the first word. But if you guys don't guess either word, then I'm just not going to give anything away. But they're both pretty easy words, and I feel like it should come up.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to start it off with the prelims. Prelim Tim, your first prop this week. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so this one, hopefully this is an easy one. The line's not great because it probably should happen. These two already fought in the UFC. It wasn't that long ago. And Rodriguez landed 5 takedowns in that fight. That's what she's going to look to do again in this fight. And Sam Hughes is somebody who's shown that she can be taken down in a lot of her fights. She can't always be controlled that well. Rodriguez didn't really control her that well in their first fight, so hopefully maybe she does that a little bit better this time. But I think she is going to seek takedowns. I think she should land takedowns, and even just on the feet. It's not like Sam Hughes really has a great volume striking that she's going to be able to make up the difference with. So I think this fight should play out somewhat similar. I think it does go to decision by way of takedowns. Yeah, hopefully I'm right.
I think so. In rematches, a lot of the time, the same thing doesn't happen in this one. I think it does. Fellas, what do you think?
Man, to be honest, I like it. I do think Rodriguez should win this one. I think she does have technically like the way better ground game. Should be able to like force her way into that kind of like that entry to get Sam Hughes on the ground. Um, like you guys said, 5 takedowns in the first fight when they first competed. But I will say Sam Hughes is actually has got pretty better, pretty decent in her last couple fights. I feel like she's got her hands going pretty good. I feel like she maybe stuffed a couple takedowns. I do think this is a very good bet though, especially being at a plus 105. It's just Sam Hughes hasn't really fought in a while too, so maybe a little bit of ring rust. I would say maybe not even all that bad, but I think Rodriguez is going to be like my option as well. So I think this is a good one at plus 105.
Cool.
Double up. Next up on the prelims.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna think you agree here on that one there. Favored first fight of the night, women's fight. We're gonna keep trucking along. We got a long show ahead of us, and we're not gonna waste anyone's time. We got AJ with another prop of the week.
Yeah, what do you call it? I'm going with Souza on this one. I just really think he's gonna be due for a big time performance. I feel like him and his opponent Lacerda, I think they can actually like kind of equal each other out with the wrestling and jiu-jitsu in a way. Maybe even Sosa does a little bit better, but I will kind of edge it out to Juan Lacerda. But I will say Sosa will have the better striking in this fight. He'll be able to get a good couple combos on there. He'll be able to land some good 1-2s, and I think it's just gonna kind of like overwhelm him in a way when it comes to like the stand up. He'll shoot. Sosa will be able to stop it, kind of overall get that good finish, I think, whether it comes in round 2, round 3. I don't think round 1 at all. But I also will say, too, I like Sosa's backstory, lost his father and then, like, really dedicated his whole career to, MMA. And then gets that Dana White Contender Series and then goes out there and gets to win. And then, the motivational words from Dana, I'm just saying, like, I'm not even him in his position, and that gets me motivated. So I can only imagine if you're Sosa coming into your first official fight, and I think he's going to shine really good.
Arkansas, what do you feel on this one?
Yeah, I really like that. That's a good breakdown. I was looking at him maybe 2-3 props. I think they're kind of onto it, so I haven't personally bet it, but I imagine that it's more of a fatigue prop. Excuse me, my dog's running around screaming in the background. But yeah, I like this.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, boys. We got another prop coming up from Arkansas himself. And this fighter we're going to talk about a little bit on the show. The baby goat herself.
Yeah, I really think Bea Mesquita has a really nice advantage in this fight. I think, honestly, I wouldn't be taking the money line. If this fight goes the full 15, she probably wins, but, like, it's out of control. I most likely think she gets the submission at plus odds. I kind of wanted to take that, but it changed pretty quickly early in the week to like pick 'em almost odds, and so I think for inside the distance, it's not worse to take the minus 150. I just think as soon as she gets her hands on the other girl, it could be over pretty quickly after that.
I think so. I think so too. She's a good grappler. Prelim Tim, what do you think about this girl here?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, so I'll save some of it. But yeah, she definitely has grappling advantage. She has the grappling advantage over almost the whole weight class. I'm interested to see her fight higher up in the rankings. So I hope that she gets by this like we expect her to and looks good, because I want to see her fight people that are ranked. And I don't think that Rendon is somebody that's ever really going to be ranked in the UFC. So yeah.
Yeah, good step up in competition right now. I feel like it's the right time. Hopefully she can pass the test. She is a big favorite on this one. My favorite prop on the prelims is a young prospect, Elijah Smith. I think he goes out here and wins the decision. We've seen him beat Vince Morales by a decision. His Dana White Contender Series fight, he also won a decision. In his last one, he picked up his opponent, knocked him down with a KO slam. In this one, I don't think it's going to happen like that. He is also taking a step up in competition, and rightfully, I think he does need a decision here. It's sitting around double your money plus 120. I'm going to take it and lock it in for my prelim prop. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I actually love this. You, I think, is a really tough fighter, and he's somebody that I wouldn't be shocked if you actually pulled out a victory in here. But I think he would also be going the distance, and he would do it via takedowns and wrestling. So I think that probably, in the favor of this bet, would at least extend the fight a little bit on that side, because you is at least going to try to grapple and burn some minutes there. So I think Smith is the rightful favorite. So this is a pretty good look, if you ask me.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. The prelim king himself giving me credit for a good pick. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. AJ, what do you think?
So I was gonna say best case scenario in this fight, technically for the decision, kind of like what Tim was going on. I think Elijah Smith can honestly win it on the stand up. I think he'll probably land some really like good strikes. And I think you will obviously try to get the wrestling going, try to get him down, which will take up time, get it to like the third or second and third rounds and later on timing and everything. But honestly, I think in this fight, I kind of want to go with Elijah Smith really, really tough. One thing that has me a little bit weary though, just from my end, because my sports book, they still have this fight locked up. So that usually always gives me a little bit of caution and stuff like that. But just with that being said, my prediction will be Smith. And I think the best case scenario is him landing some good shots on the body. I know he's not no slouch on the ground. I know he has like decent wrestling and jiu-jitsu and stuff. I know, his dad probably makes sure that he's like a good mixed martial artist overall. But I think, what is this, a plus 120? Yeah, I think this is actually really good. I put this up there with the Rodriguez bet. I think those are like really solid bets.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The prelim props are done. We're looking at the main card next, value props, and we are entering name after name here for the $50 giveaway at the end of the show. Up over 30 entries now. Prelim Tim, one more time. Let's talk about your giveaway. Remind the people what to do.
Yeah, so nobody's done it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been checking. Nobody said it yet. So I guess I'll give a small hint. It has to do with Bia Mosquita. So I was hoping you guys might hit the word during the breakdown, but she's going to come up again. So hopefully that will get it going. But yeah, the secret word has to do with Bia Mosquita, and nobody said it yet.
And I was given a little hint or two
we talked about the
fight. You caught that. I know. Live every event. Thank you, AJ MMA, for joining once again. Arkansas, how you doing? Are you enjoying the Prop Fiends each and every week?
Oh, yeah. It's a great show. I love being here. Thanks for having me. It's always exciting breaking down fights with you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, it's great breaking down fights with the boys and gals, fiends and forecasters. Now, AJ is about to cook up after going 2 for 3 last week. The kid's hot. Let's hear it.
Yeah, man. So honestly, I'm really sold on this kid. I really don't give a shit. He could fucking honestly die tomorrow, get flatlined, and I'll still ride with him. I just think he has a really good personality and stuff like that. When I was watching his Contender Series fight, I was just like, wow. Like, I was really surprised that he was able to weather the storm and really come back and just dominate. I liked his cardio. I think he has a good overall game when it comes to like his striking and probably mixes in the wrestling a little bit well. I think he's like 5-1, 5 knockouts, 1 in the sub department. And then also too, like just his opponent, I'm not really sold. I don't really think Harry Hardwick is just like UFC level. His last fight only went to the first round where he had to get stretchered out. But just with that being said, I think his cardio is going to not be the best. Rahiki just went to a little bit of a war, and I really trust like not just his like cardio, but I trust like adversity. I feel like he'll really come into this fight and make it his own, and not only like make it his own, but I think he'll get this like big knockout. So coming out of plus 140, I think it's due just because his skill level and also his opponent. So just take those into account, and I think we'll be good.
Yeah, this is a fight I can't wait for. I was pretty hard on Hardwick. I'm trusting in the Aussie. Indeed. Arkansas, do you like this one too? Aussie?
I love this one. I'm actually personally betting Rahiki money line, and I'm pretty confident here. I'm going to bet probably the spread too, because I think he's going to knock him out, but I don't know. I honestly, I'm just cracking up thinking about Hardwick's last fight. Like that's
Exactly.
literally my
Exactly.
favorite
Brutal.
bet of all time. Like I bet the other guy for Kai Fernandez, and I'm just like, I couldn't believe the line. Like I thought it was a trap or whatever. Like under -200, I'm like, this guy's gonna kill him. And then he's like limping around like a minute in. I'm like yelling at my girlfriend, like, you got to come in. You got to watch this. This is like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like,
This is gold. This is gold.
yeah. And then I made like a meme of him like getting wheeled out of there. Like, I'm like not trying to be disrespectful. Like, it was just one of the most memorable bets of my life. And yeah, so I'm expecting Hardwick to come out with a vengeance. I do think it's going to be a tougher fight than I imagined, but I think Rahiki's got him beat pretty much everywhere except for, so, you know, something crazy like a flash KO, kind of like his last fight. But I don't think Hardwick can do that.
Exactly.
Hardwick should come out a lot harder in this one after a rough debut, but I don't think he's the right side. Now, Prelim Tim, we're going to hear from you right here, right now, with another great prop.
Yeah, so this one, you're getting a really good price for it, plus 300. The most finishes of any woman in UFC history. She is a submission grappler first. Still not a very good striker, but capable of winning by ground and pound. I'm a little bit worried about that, a little bit worried about the decision, but I favor her pretty highly over Amanda Lemos here. Lemos is getting really old. She is not a strong grappler. We've seen her have some pretty bad performances when people go to grappling against her. And she really just doesn't land much on the feet besides like heavy shots. So as long as Gillian can get this to the mat, I think she's going to win. And as far as the submission, I decided that I would rather bet her to win by submission and then lose with her like winning into the decision than like not bet the submission and watch her submit somebody. I think I'd be more angry if she submits somebody and I didn't take a shot on it. So that's why I'm going with this one. And it's a good number.
It is a good number. And I just want to call out the live chat. I don't know if we're getting spam dusted, but these names are like impossible to plug in. We got like up over 50 now. And I've seen none of these comments on the channel before. Fellas, do any look familiar? We might be getting spam dusted with the hashtag F3.
I didn't even think about that. I was just excited because there's so many names I've never seen before.
Yeah, I was excited too, but like I feel like we could be getting spam dusted like that one time we had like over 100 entries, which was unusual that one time. Yeah,
hey,
a lot of
if one of
entries.
you guys are doing that listen to the show regularly, don't do that. Let's just keep this honest.
Yeah,
So,
it seems very unhonest right now with the amount of entries. We got 10 live viewers and over 60 entries. So someone is probably spam dusting. So there's something sketchy going on here. Yeah.
We're going to keep moving on.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell once we do the spin. But once I give it the money, it's going to be pretty easy to tell. So far, I've been giving it out to a real person, real forecaster that's been tuning in. But we are about to find out here this week. We could be getting spam dusted in the live chat, as you guys can see. Now, Prelim Tim, anything else to say about the Savage in this one?
No. I just hope this hits. She's due for a submission win. It's been a little while since she had one, and she should be at a great advantage in terms of grappling. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. I think it's a great prop this week, and I am taking all the same picks as you pretty well this week, Prelim Tim. Finally. First time this year, I believe. We're going eye to eye, seeing a lot of things alike. So I don't know if we're going to get to a pan spear. Maybe. Now, Arkansas, your main card prop, you little madman down there.
Let's go. Yeah. And honestly, opening up the card or the show, I know I said there's not really anybody that I would like tell my friends to watch. And as soon as Tim said Jose Delgado, I'm like, damn, he's right. Because I'm like throwing a bunch of money on Jose Delgado this weekend. I think he's going to kill Andre Fili. I just think there's it's just like one of those fights where just the matchup is perfect. I've been betting Fili pretty correctly the last couple of years. Like when I had Danny Ige versus him, I was like, oh my God, Danny Ige is going to knock him out like the first round. Like it's just like and the way it happened, I was like watching it live. I'm like, oh my God, any second now it's going to happen. With Jose Delgado, I'm pretty confident it's going to be a first round KO, but maybe it's a sub. I just think the way Fili and him match up, there's going to be so many opportunities for Fili to get rocked, and I don't trust his chin. Maybe Delgado could get rocked too, That's why I wouldn't necessarily parlay Delgado at almost minus 500 now. He got bet up big time this week, or today specifically. The other thing I also want to point out, my book moved this to minus 200 by the time the show started today. So I would still bet that. I think this should be minus 250 inside the distance. And I'm also betting another part of this prop, another part of this fight later I'll talk about.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. I don't want to waste too much on Delgado. I have a short video, over 1,000 views here, and he is a prop of the week for me. And actually, I'll get straight to that. I like the KO. I don't think the submission's too live. Andre Fili is a good wrestler. Prelim Tim probably agrees. And this fight for Delgado is best kept on the feet. I think he's more dynamic on the feet, and he's due for a bounce back win in this fight, I believe. Andre Fili's just win-loss, due for the win in this spot. I do believe maybe he's due for the loss, looking at his record, but I am going to fade him here. He's 35, getting older, and I do believe he's at the tail end of his career. Still a great fighter, nice tattoos, but I really like Delgado to get it done here, dominate the fight on the feet, find the KO. And honestly, you can't find this number anymore. I'm looking at it now, and it's like $1.90, $1.80. Odds are swinging down for Delgado KO.
It's funny you say that. Yeah, my sports book, when I was looking at this one, because I was thinking about doing this one too. It's really good, of course. I think Delgado's like probably everyone's favorite pick in a way, and everyone's lock. But yeah, he was at like a plus 105. So yeah, it's for sure going down. For sure, got to capitalize.
Could be a safe parlay piece.
Yeah, and I'll jump on this too. To speak to the submission thing, I think you're right. I don't think he's going to go for a submission. The way Delgado fights, he actually actively goes for KOs. Maybe he like threatens a guillotine or something like that, but I don't think he's going to be going for a submission unless it's like the ref's like not stopping it and he's pounding him out for like minutes on end, if that makes sense. Like, or seconds, like lots and lots of seconds. So yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
we're going to hear from Prelim Tim's opinion on Andre Fili's wrestling.
Right. Yeah, he's been going to his wrestling more than he had earlier in his career, and he comes from a wrestling background earlier in life. So he can wrestle, he can land takedowns. I think when Joseph and I first started talking, we disagreed on a Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Fili fight. And it wound up being a really close fight, but then Wood won. I was on Fili. I have a soft spot for Andre Fili. He's just a guy I've watched fight for like over 10 years now. He's somebody who's getting older. He has a young kid. He's got a lot of tattoos. We got a lot in common. I haven't listened to his band for like a little while, but I do think this is a tough fight for him. Delgado is somebody I really like as a prospect. And I think Fili is going to be behind on the striking. Like I think Delgado throws just at a much higher rate than Fili does, especially at this point in his career. He has been getting his wrestling going a little bit more, but I think he's also susceptible to things like guillotine chokes. And so that could be something that might happen. But this is probably a good look. I'm not betting it myself. I'm just not going to bet this fight, but this is probably the outcome that's going to happen.
Let's go, KO.
Agreed.
Prop Fiends live. Lots of comments, over 60, maybe a spam duster. So we're going to do 2 spins for sure. End of the show. Stay forecasted. Be there to claim it. $50 is given out to one of the greatest of all time. One of the forecasters listening in. Hopefully it's someone good and great. Going to get it. Prelim Tim, let's hear one more time for your giveaway. And let's get a hint. Someone needs a hint.
Yeah, I gave out one earlier. I just put it in the chat, the same one. So let me think of. I
think I just said it.
I don't know how else to give a hint on it. So there's 2 words. You guys can guess either one of them. Then one has to do with Bia Mosquita. One has to do with Andre Fili, who we just talked about. No, Chris Wilson. That's not right. These are all good guesses, though. Yeah. So. Just a touch for everybody that wasn't here really quickly, because I don't want to spend too much time for people that are watching later. I'm doing a giveaway for Secret Word in the live chat. I'll probably do it again in the future for people that want to join live. $50 for somebody who guesses the word. It has to do with Bia Mosquita is the first word. The backup word has to do with Andre Fili. The first person to guess it, nobody has done it yet.
No one has done it yet. Let's keep it going with the Prop Fiends and the Value Props live each and every event, 9 p.m. Eastern time, every Friday. AJ, Arkansas, Prelim Tim, thank you for being here. Thanks to everybody for staying forecasted. Arkansas has one hell of a prop next, and you know I like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't stop talking about it. Yeah, I think Jose Delgado is honestly going to come out like a bat out of hell. I love the 8-year youth advantage. I think the speed advantage is there. Both their chins are questionable, but I think the power lies on Delgado's side. Feely's really good. He can knock out Delgado too, round 1. I just think this is going to be just like a hurricane. Feely will probably try to stay back, but I know he can't be resisting getting in these firefights. And he's a little bit up there, old in the tooth. I think, honestly, it's probably this line's dropped pretty significantly now. I think I saw plus 185 this right before the show. So I would bet it down to plus 140 pretty confidently. But also, like I said, I took the inside the distance just in case it doesn't happen round 1, just in case it's a sub. Like Delgado, I think is just going to come out real quick. Like maybe even the first minute or 2.5 minutes and knock him out.
I think so. Hopefully it's early and quick. He is a lock of the week for me, and I don't want to sweat this one. No sweat on this bet, please.
I agree.
Please, no sweat. I just gave it a bunch of hints, Prelim Tim. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
No one even guessed it, so, I mean.
No. I can't give too many hints.
No more.
I don't have to give away the money. They're not hard words, and I'm being fair by giving 2 chances. So, yeah.
I gave it some good hints, too. So, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got Arkansas's MMA's cousin here.
What the hell?
No, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding, bro.
Damn. How did you know?
Oh, we just needed a good laugh here. It's been all business here. 27 minutes in, we're flying through it, ready to make some freaking money this week at the Med Apex. Not here to waste your time. We're here for a bunch of fun, give out some free money, and give out some of the best props, some of the greatest of all time props. Let's go, AJ. We got Arkansas MMA's cousin here.
No, I was gonna say I think Arkansas looks a little, he got the better genes, I would say for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Respect,
no,
AJ.
I wouldn't disagree.
No, but I honestly I really do like this fight to go to just over 2.5 decision. Go the distance, whatever you want to call it. I will give it up to Chris Curtis. I think the guy is durable. I think he does a really good job of just not getting hit as much. I know he's getting up there in age and stuff like that, so it's like easier said than done. But he just, he showed me that he's kind of just like resilient. He'll do his thing. He'll for sure try to get, a good couple punches on Orobai. I just hope Orobai doesn't flatline him like his last opponent. But I honestly think since he got like the good KO and Jack Hermanson, I believe, right, when he went up. So I honestly think in this
that wasn't
one,
great.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was pretty good. He got a good little TKO on him, and then
Jack didn't look good.
Oh yeah, Jack, poor Jack. It was bad for him. But with that being said, I think Orobai got the big knockout finish in his last fight. I think this one, Chris Curtis will, always play the defensive side. So decision is a really good bet for this one.
Great bet. And you can almost triple your money on this one. Chris Curtis, very durable fighter. This is another step up in competition on the card. Kind of passing of the torch situation. Chris Curtis getting old. I think Orobai is the new generation of fighter here. Great pick, AJ.
Thanks, man.
Buys. What do you think?
I like it. I think it's maybe it's something I might actually look to add myself. That's not something I have right now on my card, but it's good. It makes a lot of sense to me. Curtis is durable, and I think that Orobai does have advantages here. Like you mentioned, Curtis is, I think, 39 years old now. He hasn't looked as good in his last bunch of fights. Really, the only person Orobai lost to is Rebecca, who's a good grappler. Curtis is not a good grappler. So, yeah.
The war of a fight, too.
Right, yeah. I think this should probably draw out. I think that knockout was probably a fluke, so I don't think you got to worry about that. If anything, he could maybe get a submission if there's enough time on the ground, but I like the decision here. I'm probably going to do this as well.
Yeah, and let's take a look. We got 13 out of 15 wins for oral by finish, and we're getting a relatively low number for the decision. So we're definitely on to something here, I do believe. But hey, oral by is on another level, and rightfully the right side. Another great value prop coming up in the main event of the evening. We're talking about passing the torch, new generation, all right? We're going to ballerina with an Argentina. Vallejos. I think he's victorious here. Main event, passing of the torch. Josh Emmett is a huge underdog, 5-1. I would honestly be shocked in this one. Now, I know Fluffy and Brandon Moreno, last couple main events, didn't go my way, but this is the one. Youngster comes out, gets it done here. Really loved the pick. Now, Ilya was unable to finish Josh Emmett, which is why I really like this one. Decision, Vallejos, 25-minute showcase fight. Let's make it shine, forecasters. Let's hear from one of the Prop Fiends if they like it, because Josh Emmett is respectful.
Yeah.
Fuck, he is 41 years old.
Right. That's old. That's I take it from me. That's old.
He's my own.
So I agree with like pretty much everything you said. I just don't know how much I trust Vallejos for how young he is and how experienced Emmett is. I do think he probably wins, but I looked it up and the fight to go to distance was plus 150. So I just took that myself. I do think it goes to decision because Emmett, like you talked about, had so much durability against Topuria. I was actually at that fight live.
No way.
Beat the shit out of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I more or less like this one, but me, myself, I'm on just the fight to go to distance, but mostly agree.
EJ, you like this one, the youngster?
I like Kevin a lot. That's, every time I think of Kevin, I always think of that SpongeBob meme, fucking when he's all with the glowy eyes, saying Kevin and shit. But I think honestly in this fight, man, I can see potentially maybe a finish, but we all, just like how we said, Josh Emmett's very durable. He took a really good ass whooping from Ilya Topuria, and he's also known to give ass whoopings too. This could be like one of those grandfather fights where he just gives belt to ass to Vallejos, but I think that's very unlikely. Just like how Tim was saying, the only thing that's very questionable is like his durability in the later rounds, like going to the 4th and 5th. I just hope that Josh Emmett doesn't somehow find like that second wind and can just start putting it on tired little Kevin. But I think the decision is very good, especially being at a plus 220. It kind of triples your money as well, damn near. I just would say play both sides because I think both sides are very live. I think maybe KO, but I also think decision's very good. And also decision's a way better option. So I think it's very good. I just hope Kevin doesn't spoil nothing this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of main events have been spoiled recently, which is why I think it's finally a favorite here. Ballerina with Argentinian. And Yusuf Zalal did make quick work of Josh Emmett. Clearly on the downfall. He's on 2 consecutive losses, about to be 3 for F3.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he's still durable. That was just a round 1 sub loss. I don't think Vallejos can go out here and get a submission quick like that. He does have 12 knockouts and 2 submissions, but we really haven't seen that submission. We've seen the spinning back fist in his last performance. He's a great striker, and I don't really see or think Josh Emmett gets a second wind in this fight. The weight cut is a lot tougher. 41 years old, 145. That is a tough weight cut. Hard to find a second win now in his career this old. I think Vallejos just continues to get better round by round, and we're looking at another 50-45 potentially. Prelim Tim, Arkansas, any final comments on the main event, UFC Vegas 114?
I hate to be this guy, but I disagree. I honestly think Vallejos is going to smoke Josh Emmett. I think it's going to happen inside the first 3 rounds. I think he's just like, I think it's 17 years younger or something. And if you think about that Topuria beatdown, like I remember where I was when I was there. And like, you know, you don't think a lot about dominant fights. You know, most dominant fights are the things that pass. Like Tim said, like he was there. I was like, dang, that must have been pretty impressive to see live, because like I could not believe Emmett survived that. And if you think about that, that was 3 years ago, almost like 3.5 or 3 and 9 months, or 2 years and 9 months or something. So that was a long time ago. I think Vallejos maybe isn't as impressive as Taporia, if we're all going to be honest, but I just think the timing has met a point where Vallejos is going to have a speed advantage. He's going to have some serious power coming at him early. And the way Vallejos fights too, he stands in that pocket and he really relies on his hand-eye coordination. And I just think he's going to catch Emmett early. So whether it's as KO or sub, I was honestly going to bet it at -120 the other day, but now it's -140. Whether or not it happens, though, I'm not 100% sure. So if it doesn't, I think Vallejos wins either way. So if you're getting a plus or a -600 guy at +220 here, this is a great bet. So I like this too. So not to totally disagree.
Yeah, we're looking at a huge favorite who should win this fight really easy and potentially under 2.5 rounds here. 5-1 favorite, huge age gap. He should completely dominate. Prelim Tim, dominate this value prop.
Yeah, it's not value for what people that have watched me on the show would be used to. I usually come with a really big number for the value prop, but I just really liked the 3 bets that I gave out today. So Gillian Robertson would be the best odds, but she was the only one that worked for the main card. So this one I just put as my value. And I do think there's value on it, getting it at plus money, and the line has also moved now since I took this. Because I expect her to win by submission. I've seen people post that they were betting it for plus 100. So unfortunately, if it's down there now, I'm sorry that the show's on Friday night. But I think this is a good play. Hopefully it happens, and hopefully there's bigger and better things for Bia Mesquita.
Now, Prelim Tim, let's keep it going with Bia Mesquita, the baby goat. Took that long.
Yeah. Yeah. So Lutz for Days finally guessed it in the chat. I was a little bit generous with a hint, but congratulations to them. Maybe next time I'm gonna not be so nice about it. But it was a pretty easy word if you're familiar with her nickname or with Andre Feely's nickname. The second backup word was touchy for touchy feely. So yeah. So congrats, Lutz for Days. Send me a message on Instagram and I'll get you set up.
Get to Instagram, Lutz. Give him a message. Live every event. We got 2 spins coming up on the giveaway wheel. And we have the dogs of the week. Now, AJ, you got one this week. Who's barking?
Oh, man. So honestly, I think like this card is not really going to be like so heavy on the dogs, or at least I hope not. It could go either way in my opinion. It could just be one of those shit shows to where like every underdog just starts barking. We haven't had one of those weeks. I feel like it's very due in the next like maybe 2 or 3, so just be wary of that. But I think for this week, everyone that you actually got on this photo is actually very live. You got Asplund, which money line's kind of gone down a little bit for him. He was like a plus 200. Now it's at like a plus 180, 170-ish, depending on your book. So, I think in that fight, it could be very live. Personally, though, I know people are on Bruno Silva, but I'm on Charles Johnson pretty tough. That's my guy, win or lose. So I think all that work that he put in for UFC 324 and not getting that performance against Alex Perez, I think it's going to show this week. It's just I even kind of messaged Johnson about this, and hopefully it's all good. But I just I had to throw 2 cents. I was just try a little bit better to start off faster, because he tends to start really slow like in that first like round, and that shit kills me to see because I know what he's potentially can do. But that's not a dog. But I think every one of these is very good.
That's against my dog.
Mine too.
My official dog of the week is Bruno Silva. And you know how Bruno Fieta fought last week. So, I mean, energy could look really good. He could be one of the greatest of all time at the flyweight division. 6-6 flyweight record in the UFC. Improving on that. But Bruno Silva is going to go out there and leave it all on the line. I like his grit, determination, but it might not win him the fight. Energy is really good. I don't like the 1 month turnaround, his weight cut, and I think Bruno has 100% finish rate in his wins. Tough fighter to get back in there with 1 month later.
True.
Taking a shot on another Bruno. Hopefully he's barking. Hopefully he's looking for that KO, lands it on the chin. Hopefully early. Even if it's late, I think Charles Johnson sometimes needs motivation on the stool. I've talked about this. He's pretty low output in some of his fights. And Bruno Silva is constantly pushing forward like a dog. Yeah, he got finished in round 3 kind of recently, but he's moving forward, fighting for your dollar. And I like that. I like that when I'm betting on a guy, especially at plus money.
Big facts.
This is my underdog too. If you want me just to jump in and talk on it,
I do.
Charles Johnson is somebody who we all kind of thought was on his way out of the UFC not even that long ago, and he turned it around. But then now he just suffered that bad KO loss where he was stumbling all over the cage. And like you were saying, it was only a month ago. Bruno Silva is somebody that can hit really hard, and he can also grapple. Charles Johnson's had some trouble with people grappling. I don't know. I just don't know if there's enough that Charles Johnson does. I don't expect him to be able to finish Bruno, which is really how Josh Van did it, which that was a great fight, Josh Van versus Bruno Silva. I think that Bruno Silva gets this done, at least at better odds than what we're getting for taking a shot at him. So Charles Johnson, I don't know. It would be sad to see him go out with another knockout loss, but I think it's possible given what just happened to him and with the aggression that Silva has. So we'll see. Like we were kind of talking about, there's not a lot of underdogs. So this one is the one that makes the most sense to me right now. And that's my dog of week 2.
I'd love to see concrete Stephen Asplin win.
That one, I think there's the shot, but I think that would be crazier. The problem is that Petrino just has no cardio, and he's a lot naturally smaller. Like Asplin's a huge guy, and Petrino's really fighting up a weight class. Like he's not a true heavyweight. So I think those are the two advantages. I think Asplin, despite what he looks like body-wise versus what Petrino looks like body-wise, I think Asplin actually has better cardio. The problem is he's going to get taken down early. And if he can survive, then he might be able to pull it out in like the second or third round. But I think more than likely Petrino wins. But because of how bad his cardio is, I'm not taking anything on that fight. I think Aspen has the chance, but I think it's probably a small chance.
Shout out to Tyler. He likes Curtis Hughes. Tim, I think it has a chance for sure too. What about Ion Cutelaba, the Hulk? Does he have a chance? Because I think Umar C was pretty hesitant against Alonzo Manyfield, and he's really not fighting the best guys on the regional scene. I think Cutelaba could be live.
Cutelaba is live, but he's also a first-class meathead. He's not somebody that I ever really want to put any money behind. I didn't
say that.
Kind of like Petrino, has terrible cardio. We've seen him both look good and bad throughout his UFC career. He's been around for a while now. At his best, he's a decent grappler and a super aggressive fighter with knockout power. But I think C might be a better grappler than him and have better cardio. So I don't know. I'm not going to take him, but I do think that's kind of a close fight. And if you're like really looking to put your money on an underdog, you can do worse than Cutelaba. But I think C's probably the side for that one.
I could see it.
Yeah, you could definitely do worse than Cutelaba for sure. Like, I mean, even though I'm laughing when you said that, is because like there's some times where like I've bet Cutelaba so many times that I'm like, why did I do that? And I'm like, I always do it. And then there's times where I want to bet him and he wins, and I'm like, thank gosh I did it. So yeah,
I him too. Yeah, he's a guy that can land like 10 takedowns, but then he can also look like an idiot.
my thing here is like I don't think Sai is that good, and I think there's times to fade him. I think this should be closer to pick him, but I just think wherever the fight goes, Sai might just be a little bit better. So I think it'll be a close fight, but I think Sai might edge it out. So I think there's good value here on the dog, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm staying away.
Who's your favorite underdog this week, Arkansas? You got one?
I'm been keeping quiet for a reason because Bruno Silva I really like. The line kind of came down on me this week, and I'm still thinking about playing it. If I don't give it out, what I'm going to do is worst case scenario, I'm going to bet it and then plan to hedge off live because he's going to be winning those early minutes. I think he's going to have the quickness and the power advantage, and I mean, honestly, we just saw this similar fight happen a couple weeks ago, and I think Bruno Silva's hands are really nice. I bet Perez in that fight. I didn't expect it to be a round 1 KO, to be honest, like that. But I think Bruno Silva has some serious finishing upside. So Bruno Silva inside the distance is probably a solid bet, and then his money line, like I said, I'm betting that before the fight, whether I give it out or not. It's just a matter of if I can hedge it off. I bet Charles Johnson should be a dog live. We know how good Charles Johnson is, right? And he always ends up winning fights. So that's why they got to put this number on him. And then the second fight, same thing. I love Balaji Oki. I don't know if I can get to the window yet and like give it out to people that follow me. I want to probably bet it pre-fight and then plan to hedge it off because I think the number's so off and that other guy is maybe not going to be winning early. But at the same time, I can't trust Oki because he always feels like he burns me. He's only lost 2 fights recently, but both of them it was like, oh God, and I've bet long enough to learn that like as much as I like certain things about him, if somebody shows you who they are, like believe them, right? And he's showed me he's not trustworthy, so that's why I'm not giving it out. I think I typed it out like I was going to give it out to people following me, and I deleted it. So that's how on the fence I am about betting Oki.
I thought about him too, Balaji Oki, but he's somebody I've never really liked, even starting back at his Contender Series fight. And then Souza is somebody that I was really excited about in his contender fight. But when I first saw the lines for these two, I thought that it should be closer because Oki is somebody who people did like, and he was a big favorite in a lot of his past fights. It seems like people are jumping off of him a little bit too fast, and it might be a fight where he reminds everybody why they thought he was good. It's not personally for me, but it's one that caught my attention.
Yeah, and as like sports bettors, we got to realize the market value. So like that's probably jumped out to a lot of people, and they're probably giving us Oki at plus 200 for a reason.
This guy sucks. Literally, we seen him in Vegas behind the strip club, literally sucking.
Poor Oki. Tough times.
Well, we've all been there.
Fighter pay, like sometimes you got to do some sketchy shit. Especially to get the $50. What? $50? We got $50 on the line. We got 60 entries here. Guys, seriously, we got $50 on the line each and every event. We're not kidding. We are not kidding. It's Friday the 13th. We're out to get freaky with it. 60 entries. If you're not here, you're not in the giveaway. We just got here.
Did you put me in the wheel this time or no? Okay.
I just got you out of there, Prelim Tim. We're gonna do 2 spins. Message me if you're the winner. See, May. I've never seen you before.
I didn't see May in the chat. Yeah.
So May, say on Instagram, Discord, who you are, where you are, and I'm gonna send you some money, $50, and we're doing 2 spins because we know we got some potential spam, and we want someone active in the chat. Someone was complaining about that last week, and they're probably the ones spamming this week.
Yeah, has May been in the chat or not?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna show Lucky 520, Sunrise in April, Kyle Deuce, Loots for Days, Chris Wilson, Escape Matrix just jumped in but missed the entry. I guess he's a little late. Tyler Betts been here. Tyler Betts won last week too. Congrats to Tyler Betts.
Yeah. You got Kyle.
Oh yeah, Kyle Deuce. He's been here the whole show. Thank you, Kyle. He gave me a shout out on his show, the Happy Hour. I do believe Prelim Tim.
Yeah, Happy Hour, Ariel and Deuce.
Yeah, on SoundCloud. Check them out. I've tuned in
Very good
actually
show.
recently yesterday on my time off. So check out the happy hour on SoundCloud. Yeah, Loots for Days, Matrix Veal, Lucky 520, Tyler Betts, Chris Wilson. And we have a couple females this week. At the start of the show, they were here. Let me pull them up. I got to scroll. There's one, Christine Joy. And we got Sade Phillips.
It might be Sade. I don't know.
Sade. And there it is.
Sometimes it's hard to know.
Mama Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Bear.
She's talking to me. Yeah.
Now, Prelim Tim, congrats to Loots for Days. He has to message you for $50. Let's do one more spin.
I think we may have. I haven't checked it, Loots. I will after the show.
May have. May. May have May again. Still in the giveaway. Might have to do 3.
I don't recognize that name either. Inez?
Yeah, no. Yanez. So potential spam on the giveaway this week. Yanez, May. Got to prove to me you're real and a forecaster. So good luck with that. I mean, we're going to do it one more time. And they have not been active the whole show. So I have a hard time believing they're going to have a opportunity to prove they're real. What do you guys think? 3 spins this week?
I think keep going. Yeah, we got a lot of people that are talking today, and none of them are coming up. So
I got a better idea. I'm going to plug in a bunch of new names within the next 30 seconds in chat. Actually, the first 10 entries are going to be in to win 50 that are live right now. Or first 5. First 5 starting right now. So first one I see, I'm going to pull up is after this comment is the first 5. So we're going Kyle Deuce, first one, that AI. So after Kyle Deuce, we got 5 entries. We're doing $50. We got Kyle, Tyler Betts.
Sunrise.
Now we got Christine Joy. Is it Sunrise in April? Lucky and Christine Joy.
Yeah, that's the 5. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna plug them.
Escape Matrix.
Sunrise in April, Tyler Betts, Kyle Deuce, Lucky 520, and we're gonna throw in Christine Joy.
Go.
5 entries to win 50.
Let's do it.
Throw that
Wait. Throw Chris Wilson in there too. They've been talking the whole time.
Special.
They just missed the cutoff.
Okay.
Missed anyone else?
Chris Wilson, you're going in there. Been here the whole show. Yeah, we're gonna run with it. You're here. We got 7 entries. 6.
Solid.
6 official.
Solid.
Let's go. Let's run it. Let's run it. Oh, she's lagging on me. Let me refresh the app, and then we're gonna run this 6 entries. Tap to spin. Here we go. It's going. Everyone has a fair chance. So live each and every week, we're giving out $50.
The green.
Oh,
Lucky 520. All right.
DM me.
Lucky's been talking the whole show, so congratulations.
Let's go.
Oh,
We got May, YN, Easy, whatever the hell you say. Lucky 520, Loots for Days. 4 winners on the show. DM us. You're all getting $50. Now, clearly, we have some potential spam, and it's going to be a hard time to prove they're real. And they didn't even confirm it at the end within a minute. Like I said, you have to be here at the end to confirm it. And I did not see from May for sure.
No, neither one of them said anything after.
No.
And Lucky 520's here. So he absolutely messaged me after the show here. Thanks for
they're happy
being here. Thanks, AJ, Arkansas, for being here. Little plug out before we go. Let them know where to find you this week and moving forward.
Yeah, for me, just AJ MMA. That's all I got right now. Love doing all these talks with the boys on YouTube. So I would like to always try to be doing these on Friday nights and everything. I think it's like really good information, not just for like the people, but just for us as well. Just for us fans, bettors, and all that good stuff. So yeah, just Instagram, AJ MMA. I got all my bets there. I actually do have a Discord link for all my bets and everything. I do keep it a little bit limited from Instagram, maybe like 1 or 2 at most. So if you do want the Discord link, you just got to hit me up on Instagram, AJMMA.
Let's go, AJ.
Right. Yeah, and then you can find me Arkansas MMA Bets on Instagram. That's mostly where I post everything, Arkansas MMA Bets, and then on Twitter too. And yeah, I'm hopefully starting to post my bets again for free online. I'm gonna get rid of my Patreon thing soon. It was just ideally I made it to make my bets a little bit easier to post. It just felt like a lot to try to post each bet throughout the week, and it just became a pain in the ass. So yeah, I'll make it a little bit easier from here on out for everyone to see my bets, hopefully this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Arkansas, the Madman. Thank you for joining the show, buddy. Prelim Tim, down there. Down under.
Prelim Tim MMA on Instagram and on YouTube, and then just Prelim Tim on Substack. Substack is just written breakdowns. I'm really trying to get my YouTube to take off. So if everybody that's looking at this right now could follow me on YouTube, I'd appreciate it. Loose for days, I'm sending you money in a few minutes, so least you can do is follow me on YouTube. But yeah, if everybody could do that for me, that'd be cool. I'll be giving more money away soon, not every week. Like Joseph, I'm married. My wife would kill me if I was giving away $50 every Friday. But I'll do it again. I'll do it again soon, though.
I'm single like a Pringle up here in Canada. 26, single. Ready to mingle. No, I'm keeping it chill. AJ, Arkansas, anything left to say before we finish off the show? And once again, thank you everybody for staying forecasted. And Fiends, thank you for giving out some great props this week.
Yeah, last thing I'll just say, I think if you're going to go with a chalky parlay, I think I like Elijah Smith, and then like we all kind of agreed on what's his name? Jose Delgado, and then Rahiki. I think all three of those together, it's like a nice little plus little 100 something. I think that's a solid three-way bet where whether those guys win by knockout decision, we all kind of bet them in different ways. It sounded like I think all three of those guys are solid prospects, and I'm excited to see all three of them fight this weekend.
So excited, man.
Absolutely.
So excited. I am so excited. Let's make some fucking money this week. Let's get it.
Go. It's been a few bad weeks for me.
That's all right.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
It's like a wave. You go up, you go down, you're in a low. Now you're about to go up. Now.
Yeah.
Hold on tight, stay forecasted, and let's go.